Hi everyone, this is my first mukbang and today I'm eating the rest of my prime rib roast, baked potatoes slathered in butter and sour cream, and I love my fresh tomatoes. So this is my first time doing it. Oh, and my drink of choice for tonight is Coors Light. So I'm enjoying it. So I was speaking to a really great friend in California. We haven't spoken for a little bit. And we were just talking about this, and I didn't really know that there was such a thing as mukbang. And she said, you know what? This is the latest craze. So I figured I would share my eating with you and talk a little bit about my puppy and my life and the things in general that are going on. Now, I got a great deal on this prime rib roast, and it's cooked up lovely. And unfortunately, it's the end of the roast because I've been eating it for a couple of days. But I've got the best part, which is the bone and the meat on the bone. So I am located just outside of Toronto in the province of Ontario in Canada. So you get to see a Canadian's perspective on good food and good eating. Tomorrow I'm going to make my famous carbonara, so perhaps I will cook it for you and you can watch it and I'll eat it so that you can get a chance to see what it's like. My name is Carol, and I live here with my favorite cat Merlin and my puppy Blue, who has his own channel, and he's a 4-month-old Sheltie, and he's starting obedience, and we go tomorrow to our first grade 1 class. So looking forward to that. He is an amazing little puppy. I lost my old boy a couple of months ago, and Blue has now taken over the role. But he's absolutely lovely. So keep a watch on Wonder Blue channel, and you'll get a chance to see Blue's life and experiences through the eyes of Blue. So good. There's nothing like a good piece of beef. I like vegetarian food, but give me beef. It's better than chicken, better than turkey. A good piece of beef. They had a great deal at my local grocery store back going into our Thanksgiving, which was a week ago. And so I picked up 3 small prime rib roasts, and this is one of them that I'm eating with you today and sharing with you. And at some point I'm sure you're going to see Blue pop his head up because he's all about the beef, and of course you can hear him barking in the background because Mama's eating and Mama's not sharing. But Mama doesn't play well with her food. Mama likes her food. And Mama's hungry. It's been a long day. So if you haven't been to Toronto area, it's about the same temperature and same weather as New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut, etc. And we're having the most amazing October. It actually is 70 degrees outside right now. And clear blue skies. In the dark, of course, but you can see the stars, so it's a really great night. Blue and I were sitting outside a little while ago. Unfortunately, we had to come in because one of my neighbors has a family of skunks living under her porch, and they like to come and visit us. And personally, I don't feel like getting sprayed by a skunk, and I don't think Blue does either. So I've been out shopping and picked up a costume for Blue for his Halloween costume. Are you guys having the issues with the clowns down there as well? What is it with this? Like, get a life. Why go around scaring people? Not worth it. But there's nothing like sharing good food with good people. So it's really nice to now have someone to share my life with and to share my food with. Besides Blue, of course, and Merlin. But perhaps I can give you some old wisdom that you're not getting elsewhere. So if you have any questions or would like more information, for goodness sakes, please drop me a line. I'd love to chat with you. I know Blue has some kind of hope that he is going to get the bone off this. But personally, cooked bones and puppies, not good. Who needs to have them fragment and cause issues? I'd rather give him a biscuit or a treat for him to eat. So we've been working on our homework for grade 1. It's going to be a heavy class this week. He's going to McCann's Professional Dog Trainers. And worth checking out if you're looking for a good training place for your dog. They do agility training. Kayla is world champion in agility, and she's one of the owners of McCain Dogs. So Blue is going to be heading towards agility, but he's too young yet. He can't really do that till he's over a year because his plates in the bones are still developing and we don't want to do any injuries. But he's going to be an amazing agility dog. I can see it already. He loves to weave through my plants. So if there's anything you'd like to see me try and cook, I don't say I'm a great cook. Some things I'm good at, other things no. But if there's something you'd like me to try and cook and share with you and eat with you, drop me a line. I'm always game to try something. But right now I'm enjoying my prime rib. So for us in Canada, last weekend was our long weekend for Thanksgiving. I know in the US it's in November, but for Canada it's the second Monday in October. So we had a really good Thanksgiving. I had my family here and my grandkids. So it was really a lot of fun. And of course, Blue and Merlin were here. I just moved into this house a few months ago, but I'm loving the new neighborhood and a change of place and venue. So go back to these clowns. So what is it about clowns? Why are we so terrified by clowns? And why are these yo-yos running around trying to terrify and intimidate people? It's just not worth it. My town here has actually put it into bylaw that if you're caught walking around as a solitary person in one of those scary clown costumes, you're going to be charged. Enough is enough. Chasing old people with knives? Come on. You have to live with the consequences of that for the rest of your life. Is it really worth it? God, this is good. I do love my beef. So I'm sure you can hear in the background the cat wailing because the puppy's persecuting him. But the cat doesn't realize that this whole situation was set up by him picking on the puppy when I first got him. Except Puppy is growing. And Puppy is now almost as big as Cat. And Puppy is becoming very fearless. He likes to guard the village from evil. Sits on the porch and pans the horizon like a Cheshire cat. Or a lion on safari, watching what's happening on his domain, which is anything that he can see. We had a close encounter with a skunk a couple of weeks ago. Blue came nose to nose with a skunk. Act of God. Thank goodness the skunk didn't spray him, but scared the willies out of me. because I had visions of having to go out smelling like a skunk to get the stuff to clean off the skunk off Blue, but thank goodness the skunk didn't spray. You know, I'm all for wildlife, but keeping a family of skunks as a pet under your porch, I'm sorry, that's not the domain that skunks are meant to live in. And when they become fearless against humans, you're basically just jeopardizing their lives, because someone is going to either poison, kill them, or trap them, and it's not going to be to the good of the skunk. I'd rather see them move to an outside environment away from residences where they can live their lives. The other thing about it is, of course, the great horned owl absolutely adores skunk. It's their number one favorite food. So there is a great horned owl that has spent the entire time, oh, Blue got him back, sits in the tree in front of the house with the skunks and just waits for one of the skunks or baby skunks to come out, because that's what they love to eat. The downside of that great horned owl being there is that Blue, my puppy, is in the same size range as a skunk, which of course makes him food for owls. And I really don't want to lose my puppy to an owl because he's sitting out in the front yard with me. So it restricts our evening activities. As he gets bigger, he'll have a better chance of defense. So unfortunately, we can't be as free outside as we normally would like to be. Hopefully, once the skunks go into hibernation, the great horned owl might decide to find someplace else to be, which would free up some time for us. But having said that, seeing a great horned owl sitting in a tree is stunning. I have chaos happening at my feet right now, with the cat and the puppy wrestling. My dog's ears are pinned, and of course the cat is trying to take out the pinning, which isn't good. My male cat's deciding to be mama to the puppy, and the puppy wants none of it. So it's interesting when you live with a puppy. I haven't had a puppy in a long time, and it's been interesting having a puppy. You forget all the things that come with having a puppy. And as much as I'm enjoying him being a puppy, I can't wait till he gets a bit bigger and we can do more things. I'll be posting some videos of him during his obedience, so you can watch him learn his new tricks and treats. He does love to do tricks. He sits, shakes a paw, stands, goes down, and we're working on spin and back up, and he's doing pretty good. We're also attempting to learn back up or high five. But he hasn't figured out high five is slightly different than a shake paw, and that he's got to get his paw up higher so he can high five you. But we're working on it. Give him time. He's only 4 months, just turned. We bought a costume for him for Halloween. I'm going out with the grandkids, and Puppy's coming, and he's going to be Superman. So you'll see a picture of him on the channel, of him in his Superman costume. Fits really well. My boy's a real sucky boy. a softie they call him. He's fearless with the cat, but he's also very gentle, and you know what? Being gentle is fine by me. Oh, I'm almost finished my prime rib off the bone. Disappointed. I could eat 2 pounds of meat. But I am trying to behave myself. I used to do a lot of blog talk radio shows going back a few years ago. So if ever you want to check it out, just look up Arian Moore. You'll be able to see some of my shows. Had a lot of great guests on my shows. And I'm thinking it's time to get back on the air and start doing some of my radio shows. But I'm really liking this idea of sharing my food with you guys. I think it's really great. Can you hear them running around like crazy? It'll be all fine and dandy until someone gets hurt or falls over. And then we'll have the tears and yelps and upsets, or the howls from the cat because the puppy's got his ear. Puppies do not give in. It's an all or nothing with puppies. And he is fearless where the cat's concerned. There's nothing better than a baked potato with butter and sour cream. Except maybe some chives. There you go. That's the puppy getting one over on Merlin. Took me ages to name Merlin. I couldn't figure out what to call him. And Merlin is the name that ultimately came. And he definitely is a Merlin. He's a total nutter. But he's my nutter. He's a big boy. He runs 14 pounds. He's a big cat, not fat. Just a very big cat and a very furry cat. If I'm successful in getting him up here one day, you'll get a chance to see him. And perhaps Puppy will come up to visit too. But right now, he's just too busy playing with the cat. Sitting beside me while I'm eating is not too much fun. Merlin. Here, Merlin. What's the matter? You gonna come on camera and show your pretty face? Come on. Nope, he's on his butt. He ain't moving. No temptation. He just wants to persecute the dog. They're both taking a break. So this meal is almost done. And eating off the bone, oh, it's like ribs. Oh, so good. I think we basically cleaned off the bone. There's not much left here. Well, this is my first mukbang, and I hope you enjoy it. Time to go. Have a great day.